In 2024, I rediscovered my childhood passion for roller coasters and made a few pilgrimages in pursuit of picking up my amateur level coaster count where I originally left it off as a teenager. These 5 coasters I experienced for the first time all immediately shot into my burgeoning top 10. First, over to Cedar Point with Maverick. This one was highly anticipated and it didn't disappoint. I loved the pacing of the whole course, and the snappiness of the whole experience was super unique for me so far. Although I will say, it didn't quite capture me as much as some of the others on this list. So I'm not sure that its spot here is safe either after this next round of new coasters I have lined up ahead of me this year. Next, Mako at SeaWorld Orlando. This was my first B&M Hyper and I absolutely loved the experience. Extremely fun and comfortable to ride, and just really serene to me, floating smoothly up and over those hills, and paired with that killer scenery on that side of the park. I just really dug it. Back over to Cedar Point now with Millennium Force. This was my first Giga experience, and it just blew my mind, man. The speed and the gracefulness of the whole thing was amazing. Seriously, for anyone who lives within a day trip of this tier of roller coaster, consider yourselves extremely lucky. It was just super surreal for me to see this one and experience it for the first time in person after so many years of it existing solely on video and photos for me. Now heading down to Islands of Adventure with Velocicoaster, another highly anticipated one that absolutely delivered. I gotta admit, I was a little nervous it was gonna disappoint after those first few elements, but after that second launch into the top hat, holy shit, man. An elite roller coaster experience throughout that whole second half. I expect this one to live as one of my favorites for quite some time now. Finally, back over to Cedar Point, no surprise there, and one coaster I completely fell in love with this past year. For me, Steel Vengeance was everything I could want out of a roller coaster experience. Relentless and forceful, yet graceful and peaceful in its own way. 21 laps later for me at the end of my trip, and I was already wondering when I could possibly make it back for more. It never got stale to me. Yeah, I might have had some minor bruising on my thighs from the lap bar, but hey, no good thing comes without sacrifice, right? So yeah, that was my first year back into this whole world, and I know all of us with this obscenely high level of enthusiasm can debate the merits of such rankings for days. So I'd love to hear what everyone else thinks, especially which coasters might be able to even surpass these ones for me in the future. I'm on the hunt for them now. Till then, I just enjoy sharing my thoughts on it all from the perspective of someone who forgot about the whole hobby for over a decade and is finally now just playing catch up. Thanks for checking it all out. Peace.
One time for the underdogs, all the square pegs, never quite fitting in and couldn't care less.